Welcome to the Hem Report, keeping America on track every single day. Welcome to another episode of the Hem Report. My name is Raphael Hem. Today is October 15th, 2015, and I'd like to thank you for tuning in. On today's show, United States debt limit will be exhausted by November 3rd. DNC committee woman says party clearing path for Hillary because the women in charge want it that way. And how did Hillary Clinton see the secret TPP details prior to its release? Well, we got a great show today, so let's dive right into it. We'll start with our main story. U.S. debt limit will be exhausted by November 3rd. This is according to Treasury Secretary Jack Lew. He says the limit will be exhausted by November 3rd, 2 days earlier than projected. Lew said the Treasury would have less than $30 billion to pay government expenditures, and that amount is far short than the net expenses needed that could reach as high as $60 billion. Tell me where we're going wrong. Sounds like the same old story. Lew also warned Congress, saying that the government would not be able to pay most of its obligations if the debt ceiling is not raised, and this could lead to a crisis. Sounds like the same thing over and over. All they want to do is raise the ceiling every day, never talk about cuts. So my question to you, why can't we demand that the President, the Congress, and the Treasury Secretary sit down and meet to discuss how we as a nation can cut spending and get America back on track? Are our leaders that incompetent and useless? They know the nation is in peril, but nobody stands up to fix it. All they talk about is more government programs, giving health care to illegals, free education to American citizens and illegals, paid leave for everybody for whatever reason, hiking the minimum wage, but they never talk about cutting spending or how we're going to pay for these programs. When is enough enough? My goal for you and for me is we need to get everybody to participate in our political system. Not only participate, but understand what's going on in our country and the danger we're facing. Are we going to become Greece? We need to hold our political leaders accountable. We elected them. They work for us. Their job is to protect the American people. With all this wasteful spending, they're not protecting the American people. They're not protecting our future, our children's future, our grandchildren's future. Are we going to be the first generation to leave it worse off? I don't want to have that on my shoulders. If most Americans are able to keep a budget at home, why can't we demand the people in the states and in Washington to keep a balanced budget? How hard is it? I'm willing to sacrifice. Are you? The federal debt held by the public has doubled under the Obama administration. Doubled in just 7 years. How did we let this happen? Have we become this ignorant? That's $57,431.65 per household. And this data is from the official data from the U.S. Treasury. That is more than the average income per household in the United States. That's $57,431.65 per household. We didn't ask for this debt. But if we don't pay attention, this is what happens. We need to wake up. This isn't a left or right problem. This is an American problem. Both parties are responsible for this. So when it comes time to vote, think about who you're going to vote for and hold them accountable. They work for us. Remember that. Well, let's get on to our second story. It says, Democratic National Committee says party is clearing the way for Hillary Clinton. Yes, it's true. The DNC is clearing the path for Hillary Clinton to be the next presidential nominee because its upper echelons are populated with women, according to a female committee member who was at the CNN Democratic debate in Las Vegas. An unidentified source told the Daily Mail online that the party is in the tank for Hillary, and the women who run the organization decided this early on. I thought they were a party of freedom, liberals, a party of choice. Is it only a choice that they choose? Can they not let the American people choose who the next nominee is? The committee woman is supporting one of Hillary's rivals for the Democratic nomination. She said she spoke freely because she believes the former Secretary of State is benefiting from the unfair favoritism inside the party. All Hillary wants to do is to be the first female president, and the party's female leaders want to make this happen, according to the committee woman, as she rattled off a list of women who she said were the real power in the organization. I haven't heard anyone say we should make Hillary undergo a trial by fire, she added. To the contrary, the women in charge seem eager more and more to have her skate into the general election. She said she had nothing against women in power, she underscored, but emphasized it's not healthy for a party if we get behind a woman just because she's a woman and risk having her implode after she's nominated because she's not tested enough. She participated in a conversation on the margins of the party in the summer in a meeting in Minneapolis. She said that's where they reached the consensus that Clinton should be treated with kid gloves. And you can tell they've reduced the number of debates to only 6. And you saw it during the debate. No one challenged Hillary, not even her top rival, Bernie Sanders. Given the chance to go after her after breaking the law with the email scandal, he caved in like a coward. Caved in like a poor little coward. The only reason they limited the debates, they wanted to give Hillary fewer opportunities screw up, which we know she always will. We can't let this happen in our country. The American people are the one who should choose who their next nominee is, whether Democratic or Republican. Let's wake up, America, and get America back on track. I want you to comment, tell your friends, subscribe to our YouTube channel. That's the only way we're going to get this fixed, is by spreading the word and educating all Americans and letting them know what the individual is about, what freedom is about, and sacrifice. Well, let's get into our third story. How did Hillary Clinton see the secret TPP details prior to its release? You remember I talked about this a little bit yesterday. She mentioned during the Democratic debate on CNN, she said, "I did say when I was Secretary of State 3 years ago that I hoped it would be the gold standard. It was just finally negotiated last week, and in looking at it, it did not meet my standards." So how did she see that when it was secret? I don't believe even all the members of Congress or the Senate could see it. So how did she see it? She breaking the law again? Is it on her server? Josh Earnest was asked about this Wednesday at the White House press briefing. When asked if it was possible she actually looked at the agreement because it had not yet been released, Earnest said, "Yeah, I noticed that too," adding because the details matter and that they look forward to, as soon as possible, being able to put forward the text of the agreement so that everybody can review it and make their own judgment. Basically saying they have no clue how she was able to see the deal prior to its release. But what do you expect from this woman? A woman that doesn't hesitate to break the law, or who says, "What does it matter now after the Benghazi scandal?" I'll never understand how people are able to support a person like that. Even if there was somebody on the right who did the same things, it would be impossible for me to support them. I have morals. I have standards. I guess this is something that many liberals don't have. Thank you for tuning in to the Hem Report. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel, leave comments below, and ask us any questions you like, and help spread the word. Give me your opinion at thehemreport.com. I'm Raphael Hem, signing out. Visit thehemreport.com for more news and updates.